As we get older, we often think aging is just about slowing down a little and maybe gaining a bit of wisdom along the way. But here's the truth. Aging isn't just about getting older. It's about how we live day to day. And sometimes there are habits we pick up that quietly start to sabotage our health and happiness without us even realizing it. These sneaky habits can affect not just how we feel, but also how others see us. In this video, we're going to uncover 3 of these habits that can creep in as we age. And trust me, they're more harmful than you might think. One of these habits might really shock you. It's something even most doctors don't talk about, but it has a huge impact on your brain and how you experience life. You might be doing this every day without even knowing how much it's holding you back. Imagine feeling foggy, distracted, or just not as sharp as you used to. Well, this could be why. But don't worry, we'll show you exactly how to break free from these habits and feel like yourself again. If you're ready to take charge of your aging journey and feel healthier, happier, and more energized, hit that like button and make sure to subscribe to our channel for more life-changing tips. And we want to hear from you. Have you noticed any of these habits creeping into your life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We're all in this together, and your experience might just help someone else. Number 1. Neglecting micro-movement. Have you ever wondered why some people in their 50s and 60s still move with ease, while others feel stiff, tired, and achy all the time, even when they aren't doing anything particularly strenuous? It's not always about how much you exercise or how many steps you take in a day. In fact, what might really be aging you faster than you realize is something far more subtle, something happening right under your nose every single day without you noticing. It starts quietly. Maybe you stop squatting down as often, or you avoid bending and twisting like you used to. You spend more time sitting, at the table, in the car, on the couch. Bit by bit, those tiny movements your body used to rely on simply fade away. These are micro-movements, gentle stretches, slight rotations, natural shifts in position. They seem small, but they're powerful. And when they disappear from your routine, your body begins to respond in ways that feel like just getting older. Sluggish digestion, stiffness, back pain, even trouble sleeping. Behind the scenes, your fascia, the connective tissue that wraps around everything in your body, starts to dry out and tighten when it's not being gently moved and hydrated by motion. Without those little shifts and stretches throughout the day, your joints get less nourishment, your muscles lose their spring, and your circulation slows down. That's why you can feel exhausted even after a full night's sleep, or feel achy even if you haven't done much. It's not about overuse, it's about underuse in the tiniest ways. The magic lies in the simplicity of reintroducing movement, not with an intense gym routine or a packed workout schedule, but with short, intentional motions every hour. Twist your spine gently side to side, reach your arms overhead, roll your shoulders, flex your ankles. These aren't workouts. They're reminders to your body that it's still alive, still capable, still meant to move. And the effects can be surprising. More energy, fewer random aches, even improved digestion and mood. So next time you find yourself sitting for a while, don't ignore that urge to stretch or shift. Lean into it. Those few seconds of movement might be the very thing that keeps you feeling young, limber, and fully present in your body. Because aging isn't just about time, it's about how you move through it. Number 2, overusing convenience foods, even the healthy ones. As we get older, our bodies start to change in ways that aren't always obvious. Our energy might dip, our appetites may shrink, and even our taste buds become less sharp. It's easy to see why so many people start turning to convenience foods, those neatly packaged snacks that boast promises like low-fat, sugar-free, or packed with protein. They seem like the right choice when you're trying to stay healthy without much effort. But behind the colorful labels and clean branding, there's a hidden cost that isn't talked about enough. Many of these so-called healthy snacks are filled with synthetic ingredients, chemicals created in labs to make them taste better, last longer, or mimic health benefits. Over time, these ingredients start to chip away at the balance in your gut. Your gut isn't just where digestion happens. It's where trillions of bacteria work together to support your immune system, energy levels, and even your brain. When that ecosystem gets thrown off by constant exposure to preservatives and artificial sweeteners, the whole body feels it. The gut and brain are closely linked, constantly sending signals back and forth. So when your gut isn't happy, your brain isn't either. This imbalance often shows up in ways people don't expect. You might start feeling more forgetful, a little foggy, or even notice mood swings that come out of nowhere. What seems like a harmless snack habit could be the quiet beginning of long-term inflammation, especially in the brain, where it can speed up memory loss and impact emotional stability. Instead of relying on these quick fixes, your body and brain benefit far more from something ancient and natural. Fermented foods. Just a few servings a week of things like kefir, kimchi, or sauerkraut can work wonders. These foods are alive with beneficial bacteria that gently restore your gut's balance and, in turn, clear up the mental haze you didn't even know was creeping in. It's not about eating perfectly. It's about feeding the parts of you that need care the most. So the next time you reach for that protein bar or sugar-free cookie, take a second look. You don't have to swear off convenience forever, but being mindful of what your body really thrives on can change everything. Swap a few of those snacks for something that's not just filling, but healing. With small, consistent choices, you'll start to feel more energized, more focused, and more yourself than you have in years. Number 3, social shrinking. As we get older, something strange often happens without us even realizing it. Our social world starts to shrink. At first, it might seem like a natural part of life. Friends move away, people get busy, health changes come into play. But behind all of that, there's a quieter reason that rarely gets called out. Many of us start to pull away, not because we want to be alone, but because we convince ourselves it's fine. I'm just tired, we say, or they're probably too busy. Slowly we stop reaching out, we let connections fade, and we don't really notice what we're losing until we're deep in the habit of staying in. This kind of quiet retreat doesn't feel harmful at first. In fact, it might even feel like comfort. Less effort, more peace. But what we often don't realize is how much our brains depend on conversation and connection to stay sharp. It's not just about having company. It's about keeping the mind active through little sparks of engagement. Talking with others, hearing different opinions, laughing together, even arguing a bit. It all keeps the brain moving in ways that solitary routines simply don't. Science backs this up in a powerful way. Research shows that regular, meaningful social interactions can lower the risk of dementia by over 30%. That's more than what some diets or supplements promise. It turns out that chatting with someone even once a week is more than just pleasant. It's medicine for the mind. The brain is social by nature. Without regular engagement, it starts to slow down, just like a muscle that's never used. But here's the good news. Rebuilding those connections isn't as hard as it sounds. You don't need a packed calendar or dozens of close friends. One honest phone call with someone who really listens can be enough to keep those mental gears turning. Joining something simple, a book club, a walking group, even an online discussion space, can make a world of difference. What matters most is the feeling of being seen and heard, and hearing others in return. So while it's easy to accept the quiet and call it peace, it's worth asking whether it's really what we need. That quiet might be slowly dulling something vital inside us. The next time you feel tempted to let another week pass without reaching out, consider that your brain is quietly waiting for a voice besides your own. Even a small effort can bring a bright, lasting shift. Connection isn't just good for the heart, it keeps the mind alive. We all know aging is a part of life, but what many of us don't realize is that some of the things we do, or don't do, every day can slowly drain our energy and dull our spark. These habits often fly under the radar. They seem harmless, but over time, they chip away at our vitality. The good news? You don't need a major life overhaul to feel better. In fact, it's the small shifts that make the biggest difference. Imagine adding just a little more movement into your day. Not a gym session, not a boot camp, just simple micro movements. Stretch while waiting for your coffee. Take the stairs. Roll your shoulders at your desk. These little actions keep your body awake and your blood flowing, and they quietly build up strength and energy over time. Your body wasn't meant to sit still all day. and it will thank you for moving, even in the smallest ways. Next, think about what's on your plate. We're not talking about trendy diets or cutting out everything you love. Just more real food, fresh fruits, veggies, whole grains, clean proteins. Food that comes from the earth, not a package.